Good morning, content creators. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Another means is to thank God it's freedom. I call Friday Freedom Day because it's the last day a lot of people have to go to work. I don't work until I'm retired, but yeah. Good morning, guys. It's 0800. What does that mean? It is too early to wake up. Those of you who are driving and get ready to go to school, or you're taking your kids to school and you get ready to go to work, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming in. We had a very interesting week. Mostly good, sometimes bad, but mostly it's good. We have our wonderful sidekick came back from the assignment. She's out here. She's ready to roll. We're getting ready to get this show started. So let me go ahead and get the same thing for a word of advice. You are free. Today is Friday. This is the last day you have to go to work. So let's go ahead and kick it on to the other side. Let's see if we get our partners in crime in here. Let's see if they're ready. They're not ready yet, so I will continue. You know what? Today, there is one of them. It is one of those guys you say, did I see you on America's Most Wanted? Yes, I did. It is. I saw that show back in the 90s. That's it. I know that guy. I seen the mullet. I seen the look at the picture. I seen that mullet before. I think it was on Miami Vice. I don't know. But anyways, he is here. He had his one or two or three cookies. I don't know. It's Friday. He's having a lot. He had one, but I think he had three of them. So we got to give it up. Welcome to the show. Crazy man himself. Yo, 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 and yo. Drake and the Buckies. What in the world is going on? Welcome to Eddie Lugo in the house. Now, here we go to the coming attractions. Now, this man is amazing. He is outstanding. He is a father. He is a grandfather. He's a great-grandfather. He is the guy that's doing it right. He's working. He's playing. He's a tech guy. He's a tech guru. He's an awesome person like that. He helps me out every day. And, a lot of people say, why is he doing that? Because he likes me. Anyways, give it up to the professor, the doctor of thermodynamics, the doctor of tech, the amazing person himself. Give it up for Jeremy. Now for the star of the show, the queen is back. She is back from from the assignment. If you want to talk about it, it's top secret. Very important that she won't talk about it, but she is back. She's back for this show. This show is Friday. I'm telling you, this young lady's gonna. I'm telling you, she's gonna tear it up this weekend. I can't wait when she has to report what's going on with there. But yes, absolutely. She is a mother. She is a grandmother. She is a great mother. Well, I'm trying to figure out why. Is she 21 or 22 years old? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know. I got brain damage. But anyways, give it up for the queen, the princess of YouTube, my sister from a different sister mother, whatever you want to say. Give it up to the wonderful, that incredible sidekick, Cheryl.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Wait. Hold on.
Welcome in to Go.
Hold on. Time out. Cheryl, where's my dance? We need to do the Friday dance. Come on, guys. You gotta get ready.
No, wait. I think it's this one.
Yeah, it's this one.
This is this one.
No,
it's this one.
I gotta do the Jubilee dance. I'm already in for the Jubilee.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Hold
on. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so there he is.
I gotta dance for the Jubilee.
That's the Jubilee, baby. Y'all guys, especially for the people that are on that DRZ cruise, ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know why? Because when we take over that cruise ship December 23rd, we're gonna make that cruise so famous, and then y'all gonna get on it. It's gonna be broken. I'm telling you, it's gonna break. It's gonna be break, and they gotta take it back, and your cruise is gonna get canceled. Ha ha. All right, let's get started with the show. Yo, Eddie, what's happening?
Trying to wake up. I awake. Was making me some breakfast. I burned it.
Oh no.
See, you know what? Men should not be cooking. The same. Men should not be cooking.
Cats got in the way. I have to go take care of the cats. Forgot about what I was heating up something in oil. All of a sudden, I'm like, something's getting burnt. Oh Lord! So running to
Breakfast.
Yep.
the kitchen.
Blame it on the cats. You blame it on the cats, really?
The cats did it. Yep. I
Cats
believe
did
it.
it, huh? Mhm.
Cats got me going. So that's a little plan B. Make it
How
sound.
many times do I burn stuff?
I wouldn't really call it burn. I would call it like in a charred way. Like, it's just a little charred.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
we got another special guest up on the panel. But before we do, we would like to welcome everybody who has joined us on the live and also the replay. Thank you for tuning in to Go Live Together with Coffee and Tea. We are your hosts, and
I got high tea.
we already have some people here in the chat that we want to welcome in. First and foremost, we've got Canadian Family Life has made it in. Vlogger Suman, Bamanola Lawn Adventures, Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, Jen.Cohen, Alice
Yeah.
Lugo.
Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Alice.
My bestie.
Yep.
I got two besties.
Law Jones has
I got Alice and I got Jennifer from Embarkation Nation.
Mhm.
And speaking of Jennifer Embarkation, are y'all guys getting ready to do a cruise-a-thon? What's the story? What's up with that? Y'all
I
haven't talked
believe-
about it in a while.
I believe it has been canceled. Somebody's jumping on a ship that day. I know we are, but somebody else couldn't make it. So I did see a message where it might have gotten scrubbed.
Can you tell me? Tell me the message, please.
Well,
Let me
I
see.
can't pull it up right in this moment right now.
Mhm.
However, I did see something to that
Oh,
nature.
but you know what? We can still do it because I want to. I
Mhm.
want to.
And Law Jones has made it in. Hello, welcome in. House of X has made it in. We got to put it up.
Oh, put out the X.
House of
Eddie,
X.
see,
Yeah.
Eddie is flipping today. How many quickies did you have? Come on, man.
My second one.
You did another one.
We got
I
Home
just
Bar.
finished my first one. Now my second one.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
first thing of
I
tea.
knew something was going on.
Home Bartending with John has made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Big
And
guy John.
James Cantonese has made it in. Hello,
Good morning, James. Good morning, everybody. Welcome
All right.
in.
So
And,
big
we
guy
got
John.
another
So
guest.
what
We
is
got
his count?
guest.
What is John's count? We need to find out what his count is. Today's the last day.
He's almost 400. Last time I looked,
Yeah, he's
John was-
growing. He's growing
he's
for sure.
growing quick. He
Okay.
is. He's growing quick.
And we got another guest here in the panel. I would like to welcome in, and each one of you say hi to him in the comments section. We know him and love him, Mr. Scott from the Mustard Drill. Good
What's up,
morning.
Scotty?
Good morning. I
Good
saw
morning.
the interview last night that he did on Eddie's show.
Mhm.
I watched that last night. I had it running
Yep.
and listening because I was on flu medicine and what do you call it, other stuff, cold and flu. medicine.
Cold and flu medicine.
And so I had it up on the TV and I was listening. So welcome.
Welcome in.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Appreciate it. So on yesterday's show, my wife was behind me. She had come through the room, and first thing, like out of the whole situation, the first thing she said was, "Oh no, what's wrong with Cheryl? She has a mask on."
Oh yeah, right. I don't have it this morning. I lost.
Oh my God.
I have the flu.
We got you covered.
I have the flu. But let me tell you, I had COVID. I was in the hospital for 13 days.
Mhm.
Before I went to the hospital, I was in the bed with him, breathing on him. He
Never caught it.
He never caught it.
Wow.
As long as we've been married, he's only been sick twice.
Wow.
So I think he's a carrier of these things that's in the air.
I got a strong constitution, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, so
Yeah.
They
but
built
for
too.
me, I get sick if somebody looks at me. I get sick.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
find
I think I get sick about average. You know, like we managed to make it through the entire pandemic without ever getting COVID. Anybody? There's
Mhm.
4 of us in the house. I have 2 older. I have 2 kids. They're out of college and their first jobs, living at home, trying to pay off
Right.
some debt and stuff before they
Oh yeah,
start
we
their
understand.
lives, right?
absolutely.
So yeah, so when we got off of Anthem in January, early February or whatever, we felt fine. We drove home from New Jersey. We actually drove to Philadelphia from New Jersey and then home from Philadelphia. We made a pit stop at an IKEA. So we felt fine. Woke up the next day. My wife felt a little sick, not anything terrible. The next day, which would have been Monday or Tuesday or whatever, that's when she was like, well, I think I'm going to take a COVID test. So she took it and she was positive. And then, I was fine. The kids were fine. Then the next day I wasn't feeling good. I took a test. I was positive. Then the kids took a test. They were positive. So
Oh, wow.
kind of like a snowball thing, we had no idea. I mean, I guess, it's always a risk when you go on a ship or whatever, that you might get it, whatever, but it's kind of like relieved that we got it because I'm like, okay, finally we got it now. We can get the
It's
get it
over
with.
with.
The rest of the world has, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, otherwise we haven't really been, we haven't really been swept up in it all or whatever. Now, the only big issue for me that I always had in the back of my mind about it is that I take a medication that suppresses my immune system for an autoimmune disorder I have.
Mhm.
So you probably see commercials for it all the time. It's called Skyrizi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take that. It suppresses your immune system slightly. It's not like it destroys your immune system or anything, but they just say, you could potentially have trouble healing and things like that. So it's an unpredictable thing. When you're suppressing your immune system, you never know to what extent or degree it's going to affect you one way or another. And how you fare in one illness cannot be a measure of how you're going to fare on another one. It just doesn't work.
Right.
So, but so it's a risk, but but the benefits outweigh the risk because it's completely remissed my condition and given me basically my life back. So, and of course, from the beginning, it never stopped me living. Like I jumped on cruises as soon as it opened. Like as soon as cruising started, I was on the Mardi Gras on its 3rd sailing after the restart.
Wow.
So. And I just kept on going. So, but anyway,
We got some more people. Who have made it into the chat. I believe I saw Scott McNeil just made it back to Tampa and had a great 17 days of sailing.
Oh my.
Yeah, man, that's a good one. And then who else? I saw it here. Maybe it's here. Can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising. Hello, good morning.
Good
Welcome in.
morning. I had to watch your 4 a.m. at 5 a.m. when I woke up and couldn't breathe. So I had to watch the replay.
Yeah, catch the replay.
Yeah, I catch the replay, and then, this is what I do to my husband when I'm watching your blog. Wake up, watch it.
Man, come on now. See,
Right.
now that's wrong. You cannot hit somebody when they're sleeping.
I do.
And speaking of replays, Z, do you have this day in history?
I sure do. Thank you for reminding me. We'll go ahead and put it on the stuff here. We're going to talk about something a little bit different. This day in history. I got something I need to talk about real quick. It's the decade of the 80s. I love the 80s.
Yes.
I grew up in the 80s. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of history that happened in the 80s. And we're going to go from 81 to 89. Let's do that real quick. 1980, Ronald Reagan was president of the United States. Now, that guy defeated the Soviet Union and ended the Cold War. Thank you, Mr. President. All right, we're moving on. 1981, Lady Diana and Prince Charles got married in 1981. Hello. So, 1982. Now, this is for everybody that is a content creator. The computer was Time Magazine's Man of the Year. What? A computer, a Man of the Year. So, it was not that. Let's see here. 1983, Microsoft Word has been started in 1983. So everybody watching Microsoft Word, you know how to use that stuff. I did. Okay, we go. Let's see here. 1984. Band-Aid is a rock group that say, "Do they know it's Christmas?" A charity single. So they're raising money for that one. 1985. Now this was a disgrace of the decade. Everybody knows what happened in 1985. Coca-Cola introduced us to New Coke. That thing sucked. In 3 months, it was replaced by the regular Coke. That happened in 1985. 1986, the year I graduated from high school. Yes, 2 years behind. Yes, I was supposed to graduate in 84, but I graduated in 86. Another part of 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up January 28th. I remember that for a fact. I was a senior in high school. We had that on TV because we used to go watch the first teacher going to space.
Yeah,
that day
on TV.
in the decade. All right, let's see here. The Chernobyl nuclear plant and the Soviet Union exploded. It's the worst in world history. So a lot of people were killed. There's some places that they can't go in. And here's an interesting part about that Chernobyl nuclear plant. It was in Ukraine. So yeah. So history comes back. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 1987. Guess who started the show? The Simpsons started their episode of the Tracy Ullman Show. Wow. Okay, and then let's see here. 1988, after the disaster of the Space Shuttle Challenger, the Space Shuttle Discovery took off after 2 years, and it was very, very successful. And finally, this is dedicated to all of us that grew up in the Cold War, and we had all that almost World War III thing going on. The Berlin Wall was broken up. It was torn down in 1989. And that is the decade I love.
That was comprehensive, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And for this morning, we got a bit of cruise news. First up on the docket is MSC Cruises. MSC Seaside has made her inaugural call to Port Canaveral, Florida, her new home port, through November of 2023. The ship was greeted with appropriate ceremony and fanfare welcoming her as she begins offering widely varied Caribbean and Bahamas cruises from the Central Florida home port. Port Canaveral officially welcomed MSC Seaside as the newly homeported ship on Thursday, April 27th, with appropriate maritime tradition and the presentation of a commemorative plaque marking the occasion.
Nice. Very nice.
Also, let's see, we got...
But you know, I want to break in. Antoinette at Fun is on MSC. She did like a side-by-side with a day in between. And she said the food wasn't good. And she's the second person that's told me that. But I've heard that it's the best ship ever. You know, so I'm weighing our options. And that's why we're going on Royal Caribbean next after we get through with this year's itinerary. We got like 4 more cruises to go this year. And we're going to go on Royal Caribbean. You know,
I've been on Marabella twice in the last 6 months or so. And it's a hit or miss with the food. Like, you know, and I think that's pretty indicative of every ship, every line, you know.
You're right. You're right.
Better than others, you know. It just depends on a lot of different things. Now, one thing about Maravilla that I don't like, that's happened both times, and this last time I had a conversation with one of the officers in the buffet, and so like I come to rely on the beverages, you know. So, you know, in Carnival, you can definitely find lemonade or iced tea at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
you know, whenever you want to go, right? On Maravilla, in both instances, 4 machines, you know, one at each end of the buffet on both sides. You'd be lucky to find one that has anything in it.
Oh,
let
wow.
alone 3 or 4. And if it did have something in it, it would be out or it would be watered down or something over there. And then at 10 o'clock, like 10 p.m. or so, they switched to all water. And you can't get any of that stuff. So it's not a big deal for me, but it's a big deal for a lot of people. And I just said something to one of the officers about it. I said, listen, what's the deal with this, right? You know, and he mauled around about it a little bit or whatever. And I was just like, no, wait a minute, you know, because like some of his answers weren't exactly consistent with my experience. So I was like, now, wait a minute. Now, this was my experience on this. I was like, and, you know, I was like, so I do a YouTube channel. I said, I'm also a travel agent that specializes in cruising. And I'm not trying to beat you up. If this is MSC's policy, I just want to know, because if my clients, you know, if my clients are booked on that cruise or whatever, I want to be able to say to them, this is what you can expect. I was like, so please don't take my, you know, interrogation as, you know, like a negative thing. I'm really just trying to get the truth here, right? You know, because there's always a fine line between guest experience and possibly you know, not published corporate policy or something, right? You know, like, so in any event, I didn't really get the straight answer, which then leads me to conclude that that's kind of like the what's the official unofficial policy of MSC is to kind of like, you know, keep that at a minimum, and then to switch over to all water. I'm sure it's a cost cutting measure, but so in any event, I had a guest walk up to me right after the conversation ended and said, we were kind of eavesdropping on your conversation, and we've been on Maravilla 3 times and we've found the same thing.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
that kind of even confirms it even more. So it is a little bit of a, you know, it's a disappointment, and I'm sure it'll be a disappointment for other people. But I found the food so far to be, like I said, some things were good, some things were not great. I am a huge Carnival pizza fan, right? So when I'm on Royal Caribbean, I joke with the pizza shop employees. I walk up to them and they say, what can we get for you, sir? And I say, I would like 2 slices of Quattro Formaggi, right? So you know, from Carnival, and then, or I'll say to them, I want Carnival pizza, you know, and I actually joked with the captain on the Mariner of the Seas one day. I said, if during this voyage, if we come near a Carnival cruise ship or whatever, do you think it'd be possible to pull alongside for a moment, jump off, grab a couple of slices of pizza, and come back on? So, and my wife was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you had an audience with the captain." That's what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, you always
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
Right? Of course I did. However, so my point is, I have found MSC's pizza to be as equally good as Carnival, if not maybe a little better, right? And you maybe
that's
wanna-
what everybody says about Royal Caribbean pizza.
Yeah.
That it's good. They say it's good. So
it's
I
good.
But
It's
they
good.
say Royal Caribbean is really, 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 really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe just a matter of taste, right? I mean, it's not bad, it's good. I just think Carnival's is better, and then now
Right.
by extension, I think MSC's is the best. So
Okay, well that's
Okay.
good. Before we move on with the next cruise news story, we have another person here up on the panel. We all know and love him. His name is Mike. Hello.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
But tell them to
Like that.
hit the share button. Share to
Oh,
your
I saw his notification come up as soon as he got on the panel.
Mike.
Yeah.
What about
I saw them too.
okay.
Yeah, as soon as we go live, we have our notifications turned on, so our screen is full of repeated notifications that everybody's live, everybody's good, so we know that your connection is doing well.
Okay.
Also, we want to welcome some people into the chat. I saw some comments coming in, and
One of my homestead people are in.
yeah, the homestead. But I know that our good friend Tripping with Dre and Michelle has made it in.
Good morning.
Great.
What
Great.
you doing up this early?
Well, it says listening to you all while I edit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, all right.
I would
Hey,
like to.
Dre, you know what?
No,
I need to
you're
get that
right.
microphone, Dre.
And what you got, man? Because I can't do anything but edit whenever I'm in front of the machine.
Yeah, we can't even.
Homestead in the Wood with D has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
We also have Pedroza Travel has made it in.
Good morning. He has some good videos.
Amazing World of Science by Dr. Rada has made it in. Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Scientist in the house. That's cool.
He's picking.
Hey,
Yeah. And for the second news story, it says United States Coast Guard has confirmed that the active search for a missing passenger from Royal Caribbean's International's Quantum of the Seas has been suspended. Multiple assets were involved in the search from late Tuesday into Wednesday without success. So we want to keep that entire family
in prayer.
In prayer.
You know, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Y'all remember when that guy that fell off the Carnival cruise ship and apparently he was treading water for 14 hours?
Yeah.
You haven't heard anything in the past couple of months. I wonder what happened to him. Was it all a scam? We don't know. Nobody's saying anything. It's not on the news anymore. So what is going on with that guy? Y'all remember the guy? He said he doesn't remember falling off. He doesn't remember he was drinking too much. He doesn't remember going back to his room or balcony or whatever and fell off. And he didn't break any bones.
Hey, if anybody has not subscribed to House of X, they gave us a stat check. Hey, y'all, if y'all are not family with me, just one more person from 1700. Let's try to get them a little past 1700 because we know what's going to happen once they make it.
We need it to stick.
Yeah, we need it to stick. So y'all go subscribe to House of X. They got a real good channel over there, and they are super entertaining.
And last year, let me just give them the accolades. They won the best.
Oh, hello.
Hey, it's Rihanna.
Good
morning.
Back in the party.
They have the House of X won the award for the best creators that do interviews.
Best interview award last year.
They won that.
Yep.
So, hey,
y'all go help them out.
Go help them out.
We also got April Showers, who's made it.
Good morning, April Showers.
And Derek. Good morning.
Okay, I want to talk about Derek's journey. I know I keep.
The pipe guy just came in. So,
he just. Oh my God.
He gets a Trump stamp. Boom.
Oh yeah, he
Trump.
Okay, but Derek's journey, you guys, is a family station. They are very healthy. They do high-end exercising, because of this heart monitor I have to do low-end exercising. And but I watch them. They also do reviews on drinks, that drink stuff, like they did
protein shakes,
or it's like protein shakes, but it's not. It's like juice, protein juice, or whatever. But they do like limeade, strawberry, just different.
Sounds yummy.
different flavors.
We also got our busy Aussie family.
Good
On
morning.
Mike and Rihanna's side. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mike, what is your hashtag?
Fam.
He's working on his hours right now.
What is your hashtag? So we got like mine is Z-Man,
What is your
Jeremy Apparel creator. So what is your hashtag for Nightbot?
Hashtag fam.
Bam. Okay, cool.
And everybody do hashtag fam, do
Hashtag yo yo yo.
or the easy one, the one that I do is ELS.
ELS, yeah.
Hashtag ELS, Z-Man, hashtag creator.
Yep.
And that way people can connect to you and you can connect to people. And like I said,
Pedroza Travel.
He put out, because I watch all this stuff. When you land in bed sick, this is what you do.
You overconsume you.
Yeah. You know, he's got a really good video out, that he just put out. And I said, oh, wow, he put out a really good vlog.
Mm-hmm.
So go watch his vlog. I don't have my pads over there, so don't pass it to me because I don't have any room. But I've been watching everybody. Yesterday I was on Tiffany and Mike's live stream, and I shared them out. Like if they're talking about they need hours, they need people, I share them out immediately
on the
what I did
tab
with Mike, I shared out the live stream in addition to his playlist, one of his playlists.
And then invite everybody to watch the replays. That's a good way to build up other channels.
Yeah. So come on.
And third and final news story is from Royal Caribbean. Here we go again, guys. Royal Caribbean has informed guests booked on a sailing on board the world's largest cruise ship, Wonder of the Seas, that their cruise has been oversold. Guests have been given the option to remain on the sailing or reschedule or cancel their cruise.
I mean, come on, man. This is 2023. This is the third time. This is the third time in the last couple of months this happened. I mean,
well, Scott, you can speak to this. Working Go CCL is light years ahead as far as ease of use than Cruising Power. I had a professional travel agent. Whenever I first got into it, they say, if you ever figure out Cruising Power, you give me a call. And I'm like, wow, it seems hard. So you know what I do? I call them. I call Royal Caribbean. I say, I got this, that, and the other, and I need a price quote. And that's what they do, and they know why I'm calling, because Cruising Power is very hard to work.
Yeah.
Coming from the travel
I
agent.
think Cruising Power has gotten a little better, but like if I'm on a Royal Caribbean ship and I go to next cruise, like those people always, because they know I'm a travel agent when I'm there during that whole process, they find out that I'm a travel agent. So they, and they always say to me, what do you think of Cruising Power? And then I always ask them, well, do you use it? They give them access to it, but I have yet to run into one that says yes. They always say we have access to it, but we choose to use the other system.
Right.
So
because it's just so tricky. We have 5 people in our family.
Yeah.
And it's just as simple as looking for a cruise for us. Every time she says Royal Caribbean, I cringe. I'm like, let me call them tomorrow whenever they're open. Because, we have 5 people. The only way that you're going to get a straight answer from Cruising Power is if you got 4 people. That's as far as it'll let you go in one cabin. Then you got to start adding cabins and splitting up the adult. And, it's a nightmare.
Well, like when in Cruising Power, when I try to add a second, like if I'm going in to just kind of set up a search, if I'm going to pick multiple cabins, it yells at me. It says, it basically says something to the effect of, no, only set your search up for one and then just double it or triple it or whatever. Like it won't let me just go in and say, okay, 4 cabins, 2 people
Yep.
in this one, 3. It won't, and it drives me insane. So
Yep.
like I said, it has gotten a little better. Now I don't know how long you've been a travel agent, but
August last year. It hadn't been long.
so all right. So here's the thing: Navigator, which is what you're talking about, Go CCL, Carnival Navigator.
Mhm.
That's a relatively new system. I think that came along in like 20, maybe 19.
I love it.
20,
I
something
love
like
it.
that.
It's
Anyway.
so
Yeah,
easy.
it is amazing, and for quoting, it's really nice, right?
Yeah.
Like I really like the quotes from it,
Mhm.
but it didn't used to be that way. It used to be terrible, right?
Oh, okay.
So it used to be really horrible. So yes, I do love the new Navigator, and and I love how you can just kind of like go in and really drill
Yeah.
down into things. But so I mean myself too, I'm like here on this phone, like this is where I run the business, this is where I do everything, right? So I'm here on the phone with agent support all the time. I mean, it's just the way it is. So
Yep.
because Cruising Power is just now the one thing is kind of disappointing for me too, and I can't get a straight answer from them about it, is Royal Caribbean. If you go into Cruising Power and you go into One Stop Files, I think it's third tab over, somewhere in that list or whatever. Anyway, One Stop Files is where the travel agent and the travel agent friends and family spreadsheet is, that has all the special rates for not only travel agents, but then you can offer, travel agent friends and family rates if you want to. They're in there, right? Now that's a little bit more involved. You have to go through a different process to book those,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
in any event, the Royal Caribbean spreadsheet just kind of disappeared. Well, I mean, it's there, but it's blank, right?
Right.
And there's a limited one on Celebrity. So when I reached out to that department, which you can only reach by email, I reached out to that department. I just got a generic answer that just said, we're not currently offering travel agent rates at this time. So, and I think it's unfortunate, right? Because, prices, I've never seen cruising prices higher ever than what they are now. So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, like they're crazy high. Like I'm running a Facebook group for a group I have on Icon of the Seas in April of 24. And I have a group on that sailing, which I actually created the first day that bookings opened for Icon. I was on another ship, and I was like, please, internet, don't fail me now, right? I really need to get this in. So I got that group created and stuff, and I created a Facebook group that I'm running, for that sailing. And some people were just commenting in there about how it's insane about how the current price for that sailing is in some cases triple what it was when those people booked.
Yep.
Right. And it's just insane. And I mean, I get it, right? It's about profits, right? But I mean, why do you want to price people out? I don't understand why you want to price people out. I mean, surely there's enough profit in volume, and I tread lightly on that because I'm a travel agent who specializes in cruising. So, I mean, I don't want to beat them up too bad about it, but at the same time, I am my client's advocate. And when when my clients are calling me and they really want to go on this cruise, but it's going to cost them, insane amounts of money. So
we got some more. We got some more people that made it into the chat. Mr. T, hello, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. T.
I pity the fool.
We got let's see. Our busy Aussie family is speaking on some YouTube issues that they're having. Worse watch hours are the worst. Once you're over that 12-month mark being on YouTube, it's very hard to get those hours. You just do what you can do, I guess. LOL. And let's see. Another creator came in and said, I would love to help out with watch hours. Derek's Journey said that he'd be willing to help out with some watch hours. So anybody that needs watch hours, I guess just say hours in the chat, and you might have some people go check out your channel today.
Right.
We're all about supporting one another.
Not only is the initial 4,000 the trick, right, or really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
you've got to maintain that.
Maintain it.
For the continued 12-month rolling period, right? Which, could end up even being a bigger challenge. So
we got Scott McNeil has made it in. Fats and Trey has made it in.
Good morning.
Let's
Tips
see.
of the trade.
Yeah, let's see who else.
Stay to the end.
Yep.
Another one.
Mhm. Okay.
That lets you know I don't have a
One of our. Okay. So now that you're here,
Let's
retired and loving it,
let's just go ahead and do it.
filling up the bucket, and let me see. Scratch and Pete and the Bud Files has made it in. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And we forgot to make Scratch and Pete moderator. Because
Yeah, I got to hit you up with a mod, with a blue wrench, Scratch and Pete. But we have some featured creators that are linked down in the description of this video over on the JNS and Cruising is Fun Anytime side. Please visit the description of this video and hit up each one of these channels. They are well deserving of your attention.
Okay, come on.
First up on the list is Lisa's Cruise Adventures,
Mm-hmm.
Backlash Fisherman,
Yes.
The Traveling Heartbeats,
Yes.
Retired and Loving It,
She's in the chat now.
Stickman Outdoor Adventures,
Yes.
and Rowdy's Country Living.
Yes.
So go check out each and every one of these creators. They are well worth the trip, and you will not be let down.
No.
Mhm. Yeah.
hey, Eddie, I wanted to say something to you. Like yesterday, I watched you do your Temu unboxing, right? And I think to myself, I don't know if this is relevant or not, but you know how cookies work, right? Cookies are crazy. So I'm always with a big IT background. I was in IT for 30 years. So even with that, I'm still amazed how cookies work. Anyway, so I watched you do your Temu unboxing, right? And then yesterday, I don't know, late afternoon, all the way through the night, almost my For You page on TikTok was filled with Temu unboxings. And I'm like, where did they come from? I've never seen those ever on my For You page, but yesterday it was exploding with Temu unboxings.
No.
You're right. You know what? You're so right. Let me tell you. This is what happened. I saw it on YouTube. And then the next person, Eddie was talking to Jeremy about Temu. And then I said, wow, men are shopping at Temu?
Well, okay. I'm interested in that phone mount that Eddie has in his car. And that's why I reached out to him, because that sucker, I don't know if it's got, like a gimbal bounce to it.
No.
But it looks like
It bounces.
like you're holding a gimbal. I mean, that ride was so smooth.
Yeah.
It really was, So I asked Eddie, where did he find it? He says Temu. And I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out. Man, that sucker is like $7.
Yeah.
What?
Possible.
Yeah. I've been buying from Temu since it came out. Right? I love it so much. Now I'm a little scared to put the app on my phone. So I just use the website, right? But every time I do it, it keeps prompting me, hey, put the app on the phone. We'll give you a better deal. We'll give you
Don't do it. Scott, don't do it. I
Don't
did
do
it, and
It's
I'm
addictive.
regretting.
Yeah.
I get about 12 notifications a day.
Yeah.
I
Guys,
just ignore them
we got
now.
we got a special guest in the house. We got the pipe guy has come up on the panel today. Welcome in.
He loves you.
Yes. Genius, man.
He watches your channel like I watch the outdoor.
Wait a minute. You look so familiar.
Yeah.
Wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute.
You got a clone, a brother, or twin?
No.
Holy mama.
He's got another channel.
Get out of here. I didn't know that.
Okay, he's been drinking too much
Wow.
cookie.
What
All
is
right, I
His
warned you
cookies are
guys.
loaded.
what is the name of your other channel, and how do we know you?
Home bartending with John.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was trying to wonder whether or not those pipe videos feature a jigger or not. So
A jigger or
You
not.
can make one that's holding one.
But-
There
Good
might
idea.
be a collab working somehow, drinking out of pipes.
He
And
loves
stuff like
that.
that.
pipe show.
I do. I love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
he
to
ran
pull out
across.
some more.
he said, "Look, I'm so fascinated, you
Mhm.
know." And he sits there hours on end.
Yeah.
watching.
I mean, I do, because it is, whenever you create a different type of art that ain't nobody ever did before, that gets my attention. It really does.
I'm telling you,
You
he
know,
loves it.
I love art in every form. I really do. And if you got something that is unique, you're going to catch the viewer's attention, and that thing is just gonna go.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I put more time into my other channel. That's
Right.
that's part of the problem. I don't do as much of the pipes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Finding a balance is definitely something that is challenging, but also if you do it in your everyday life as something, you know, that you make a part of your everyday thing, just
I'm
run the
doing
camera on it.
great working on my
Right.
gaming channel.
Yeah.
That's good, Z.
Hey, you know what? I have a question about the Royal Caribbean thing. Since they're supposed to be the number one cruise industry, is the computer system messed up? That's why they're overbooking everything? I just thought about that.
I don't think
This
so.
is the third time in the last couple of months that happened.
Yep.
So what's the story? Are the computer systems are outdated, or they need to update their computer system? Why are they overbooking? Can somebody explain that to me?
Well, as far as computers are concerned, they're kind of like used cars. As soon as you take them out of the store, they start becoming obsolete, because something is coming in the back door as you're going out the front door with it. Okay, that's just the fact of computers.
Yep.
And eventually the companies are not providing technical support anymore. So once that runs out, it makes you go buy a new one. You know, computers are only good for about 5 or 10 years before you got to get rid of it.
Yeah,
And
but
that's bad.
they should update their systems if it's happening more than once. I mean, this
Right.
is the third time they've done it. Yeah.
Well, we were watching.
Oh, Derek's Journey has a question. What coffee mug is that?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a quickie.
that's okay. Show him.
No, that's not the Quickie mug. I think that's Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Grogu.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I do have a quickie.
Mandalorian.
Unless you're talking about baby's coffee cup.
No, this
Right
is
here.
tea.
This looked like she getting the weekend started early. Right here.
Oh, okay. Drinky.
No, it's tea.
And Drunken Chef Barbecue, thank you so much for coming into our shenanigans. We really appreciate you.
I got it available. $11.99.
Oh, there you go. Little Ridge Farm has
The morning quickie. Nice 16 ounces of hot popping coffee you can put in here.
YouTube. YouTube FBI has made it into the house. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Morning.
Bad boys. What you
Yes.
gonna do when they come, where, Eddie?
Bucky's.
Guess
I
what?
hope I get to see a Bucky's someday. You know, I doubt there's
Oh,
ever going to be any one up my way, but
You
someday.
never know.
Well,
It's
you
a
know what
must.
that means.
It's a
That
must.
means that means you got to go on the Carnival Jubilee.
Yeah.
You
And
got
you
to
know,
go to
it's
Houston.
so
There's Texas
much
City.
fun
The Buc-ee's are right there. You can't miss it.
sell with the mustard drill. I
Mhm.
know it would be. I know it would be
Well,
so much fun.
we always catch him in Antigua and funky places like that.
I know,
it's
exotic. It's
No,
exotic.
listen, I've been telling my wife, I was like, you know what? Since I have been, you know, hanging with Cheryl and Jeremy, we've got to put Galveston. We got to move Galveston up on the list
Mhm.
of ports
You do.
we've got to go to.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
because I can't wait to come in and meet you guys. So
Yeah.
I know, right? We've met embarkation. Well, you went.
Yeah, I
stayed
went down
with
there
the kids.
to Willie
Cruise,
G's,
uh-huh.
and Cruise Vet came down from Houston, and we all had a good meeting at Willie G's. It was fun.
Yes.
Unstable TV Shorts has made it in, and
morning.
Cruising Koozies has made it in. Hello,
Good morning.
Morning.
So yes, we got to talk about the Carnival Jubilee and what are we gonna do a couple days before the cruise. We got to figure out a good place to meet for our December 23rd cruise, the number one cruise, the number one cruise ship and the number one cruise, December 23rd. So Jeremy, and Cheryl, we need to have our own group gather up on that couple of days before the cruise. We need to find a good spot to go. You were talking about that taco stand. I want to try that taco stand in
We were gonna go
Galveston.
yesterday.
Best street tacos I ever had. We went down there yesterday around 10 o'clock, and the dude wasn't there, and we were really hungry, so we left. I'm assuming he don't get there until about 11. But that is the best street tacos I ever
Oh
had.
my God!
Yes,
Trust me.
and
they are
the chicken was better than the beef.
Oh
Go
no!
figure that one out. I always get beef, but she had got the chicken, and she was like, "You really need to try this."
Yeah,
And it's hard to impress her on grilled chicken.
yeah.
But this
I'm real picky
this guy,
on grilled
he knows
chicken.
what he's doing.
Yeah, so we gotta figure out a couple. I want to come down a couple days before the cruise, and I'm definitely gonna go check out the Royal Caribbean terminal and a couple of things. And yeah, for those of you that want to do that cruise, go ahead and talk to Jeremy. I think there's some cabins available for that cruise too, and
It's an inaugural sailing, man. They're going to go fast.
they're gonna go fast and furious. You better hurry up. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Our busy Aussie family says one of the Disney cruises are coming down to Australia in October,
Yes.
in February, and we are booked on that cruise for February 2024. So that's good.
Please.
If you're into Disney and you want to do Australia as a bucket list,
Mm.
sell your
Australia.
kidneys. Sell your kidneys. Go ahead and get the
Yeah,
process,
sell your kidneys.
and then go ahead and call Scott to book it.
Yeah. And here's the thing about the Australia. We had a friend once trying to venture to go on his cruise. And basically Australia is still behind us. They still have to test for COVID. You gotta wear a mask when you get on board the ship. I mean, I know they're way behind, but they don't have a actual date they're gonna stop.
We wore masks.
That's why a lot of people are not going over there, because why do I have to go ahead and take a test in Australia and get the mask and you wear the mask on board the cruise, and then when you get on a cruise ship, you take off your mask? What? Why?
Robin Jankin Cruz has made it into the house, and they said, "Who needs anyway?"
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't need mine. I just need to be on a ship.
Right?
You know, I don't really care. I really don't. I'm 20 some days out from getting on the Celebration, and I can't wait.
Hey, filling up the bucket says, "Can you all plan a group cruise for all of us?"
Oh,
There's groups always available.
Okay.
We as travel agents, we have access to the groups that the cruise line has set up. We have access to the groups that our cruise company has set up, and also we can create a group booking as long as there's 8 cabins being sold at the same time and booked at the same time.
Okay,
So the answer is yes.
No, don't go far. Okay, filling up the bucket. Let me tell you, all the cruises that we're going on this year
Our group cruises.
are group cruises. We're going on the Celebration with some bloggers. I'm not going to name them all. I'm just going to name some that's going to be off the top of my head.
Mhm.
Huddle Adventures.
Parkers on the Go,
Okay.
Norris Family Ventures,
Okay.
and amongst a lot of others, including us.
And Have Luggage Will Travel.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on that group cruise. But then after that, we're having a group cruise September the 2nd
Mm-hmm. On the Mardi Gras.
on the Mardi Gras.
You know, when you run the banner.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And then after that, we're going on. This is going to be the one that I'm so excited. Well, I'm excited about
The Booze Cruise.
It's not.
Oh,
the
no,
fucking
no.
It's the boo, like the ghost boo, because it's Halloween and it's his birthday, and you know, and it's some more creators' birthday on that cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's leaving out of New Orleans,
October 29th.
and it's good, and it's a good rate. It's a real good rate right now, and we're getting.
Eddie's got his stickers. I didn't see no pineapples in there, so I know not to hold.
No, pineapple, no.
And
Especially the ones upside down. I don't see that.
the top person,
Eddie.
he has shirts, and it's in Bonfire for the group cruise. We're going on that cruise. Eddie It's some more creators.
SCT Adventures, CME Traveling.
Yes.
Ricky Ocean from the Ocean Life. I know that's going to be good.
Yes.
He's going to turn the party out. It's Halloween cruise. It's my birthday cruise. It's 7 days. It's leaving out of New Orleans. It is the perfect cruise if you, number one, want to save money. Number two, Mississippi. And number three, be on a good group vloggers cruise, and you will not regret it. This is the best one of the whole year. For us.
No.
Because
No.
these
Look,
are-
look, look, there you go. Here you go.
Yes,
No.
yes.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
it really
Come on
is.
now.
Because
You're letting me down. You know the best cruise of all time is gonna be the Carnival Jubilee. Y'all have a good activity. We need to get a group activity for the Carnival Jubilee. I'm trying to tell you, the Blues Cruise is nothing compared to the Jubilee. The Jubilee is the first sailing of an XL class ship in Galveston. They'll be the first people to be on that cruise. We're gonna be on that cruise.
Yes, we
and
are.
y'all not doing any advertising for that. Y'all talking about the Blues Cruise. Oh, the Blues Cruise is gonna be the best ever. Come on now. You're letting me down.
That's the truth.
I'm gonna tell you every single day, every minute about the Carnival Jubilee, and you.
Hey, John, Baron wants to come up on the panel.
We don't
Yep.
know.
I need to see if he has a channel.
Yes, we don't want. We are very cautious. You gotta say,
Jerry,
you
while you're looking for that, I want to
Yeah.
let everybody know that yesterday I had a business talk with a person I know, and we are going to set up another cruise. It's going to be probably with Carnival right now. It's going to be in
Okay.
October 2024.
Oh, good.
Towards the Halloween dates. It's in the beginnings of the whole thing. We haven't put it together yet. Hopefully this weekend we'll get it together, and by Monday or Tuesday we'll be able to make the announcement. I gotta make the thumbnail for it, so get it ready. October 2024, towards the end of the month. We don't have a date yet set. We don't know the ship yet. It will be either out of Tampa or New Orleans. So we're still working on the process, getting it together, and see if we could move on with it. So
yes.
it's nothing set on paper yet, but I'm hoping by this week to have it together for October 2024.
Right.
And you know what?
Eddie,
That's a
real
good
quickly.
That's
Eddie,
a
real
good-
quickly. Can you
October.
tell us what the rest of the day, the schedule? I think you're supposed to do that today. What is the rest of the schedule? People are gonna be on today.
Yes, I'll give you the rundown right now. What was that, Cheryl?
That October that's why we travel in the fall.
Yes,
That's a good
me and Alice, we either travel in January or October.
There you go.
Yes.
Because those are the good rates. The only reason we're going in May is because I got all excited about meeting Amanda and Josh,
Yes.
because he's tall, she's short, he's tall, I'm short. We had something in common.
Baron dipped out from the panel.
Oh,
Okay.
Cheryl's here too. Hello. All right.
Good morning.
Today's rundown from Mr. PSC Odyssey's lineup. We have a moment in the world with Darian at 11 a.m. Roy and Becky's travels at 1 p.m. Eastern. The Ray Parade starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. Blood Files have a premiere today at 5 o'clock Eastern. Cruise Nuts have a premiere today at 6 Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. SCT might be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, because they are on the same cruise ship with CME and Antoinette at Fun. 7:30 Eastern is Happily Ever Jaddy. 8 o'clock will be Abba Porterfield Friday Night Live Music.
Yes.
Beth Loop at 29 at 9 p.m. 10 p.m. will be the Down Under Cruisers, all the way from Australia. And
Yeah.
then at 11 o'clock to close the night, 11 p.m. Eastern tonight, will be me, Eddie Lucas Studios. So hopefully we'll get to see some people that are still awake by that time and come hang out with me. Hopefully I still be awake too.
Bing. That'll
Bada
be
bing.
line up for the remainder of the day.
BC afternoon, yes.
And
Well-
if your name isn't on the lineup, please send,
Contact Paul.
yeah, well,
Yes.
PSV.
I know we did that. He forgot to put mine on.
And also, it's helpful if you schedule your show and put out your email. That way, Paul has something to
To
go
look
off
at.
of and to look at. If you're not scheduled, chances are you're not going to make the daily report. So make sure you schedule your live stream, and that way it's
With a few days, maybe the week before.
yeah.
They're busy people also. They have a
Busy.
life to deal with, and they have
Yeah,
their own
and if you
videos
have a
and their own
lot,
show. So yes.
put it in the
Yes.
comments.
Yeah, our busy Aussie family, go check out that channel. They're called the Down Under Cruisers. Sean and Alana, him and his wife, they are doing wonderful, wonderful things for the cruise community over there, especially with their work for Helping Hands for Cruising.
Mhm.
That's Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.org. Go check out that website. That they are the founders of it, and they also have a great YouTube channel. Great people. Go check them out.
And they
The Down
also
Under
have
Cruisers.
a group cruise coming in January of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
See the questions in there, Jeremy?
One more time.
There's a question from Derek's Journey. Said, do all the likes, watches, and watch time count if you're all linked together?
Yes.
I believe
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
We've been climbing.
Absolutely.
yes.
We've been climbing.
Everybody that gets their own watch hours.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
That's
yes.
it.
The way that the way that you do that is you come up on the panel after being authenticated with YouTube or Facebook, and then you would have to press the blue button that says "Stream this to your audience" in order for it to count. And only that time that you're up on the panel and being active will you get the watch hours.
Right.
Yes.
And if I can just say something, okay, like I trust me, like it's probably not going to come out of my mouth the same way it's in my brain because it never does, right?
Right.
It's me.
And
We-
this live stream does not have the opportunity for take 1057. But so here's the thing. If you just think about this, when you look at your own stats, if you look at the stats of like other channels, big channels, whatever, think about this. Like, let's just, for instance, think about La Lita Loca, right?
Okay.
So they have like 200 and some odd thousand subscribers.
18.
And if you look at the average view count on any of their videos at any time, it's going to be between 68 and 100,000 views.
Mhm.
That's half of their subscriber base.
Right.
So now then you think to yourself, okay, so they have got 200,000 subscribers. Why aren't they having 200,000 views or even something closer? But instead, it's actually half. And then think about your own stats, right? How many of your views come from subscribers versus non-subscribers, right?
20%.
And look at that number, and you compare that number to that. So again, they have over 200,000 subscribers, and let's say they're getting 100,000 views. Let's say 20% of those are, not subscribers, or flip it. Let's say 80% are not subscribers. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't get so hung up on, I realize these are goals, right? Everybody wants to get monetized. Everybody wants to, everybody's got the dream, so like everybody wants to get to that spot, but try not to get hung up on that
At all.
and focus more on your content, right? Focus more on editing, focus more on, substance, and let all those other kind of goals and milestones come as they do, right?
Yes.
And I just think you'll be better off if you do that.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're going to start like a second channel and you watching other channels growing up, bro, and you just started or you revamp a new channel. It's going to take some time. It took me time to do the cruising channel. So yes, as far as the second channel is, you gotta in your mind. You say you started from the beginning. You have a baby channel. You're working on it. Don't get frustrated. Some people get frustrated and they quit that channel. I'm not gonna do that. It's just not me. I could talk all day, every day if I wanted to. And I've
We
done
know.
it before. 10.5 hours. And I got a lot of views on that. I got a lot of subscribers on doing that.
We know.
But if I had to go ahead and do that again, I will.
Yep.
Just saying.
Well, the way that I look at it, if you're wanting a silver play button like me, I'm appealing to those people who are going to look at my content in the future. That's why we always welcome in the replay. That's why we always welcome in the future people who are going to be watching the show. Because if you just create content for your audience, that's good. You can create content for your audience, the one that you currently have. But what about the people that are going to join the channel? You know, so always set your content up as if somebody 10 years down the road is going to see this thing and say, it's still relevant today. You know, that still makes sense today. Let me check out some more of these people's content. And so that's the way you have to wrap your content around the future, you know, and that's why we try to maintain professionalism and try to make it as dynamic as possible, because we don't know what direction YouTube is going in the future. We don't, it's a forever evolving community is what it is. And billions of people watch YouTube every single day. Not everybody's going to like you, but you want to definitely hang on to the ones that you got and appeal to the ones that you don't.
Mm-hmm.
With if we all went and looked at our stats right now, I bet like the number is close to 80% of the people that watch your content are not subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not chasing subscribers. What I'm doing is being an artist and say, like me or not. It doesn't matter. You know, this is my art. This is my art.
Yeah.
And you can choose to like it or not. It doesn't matter, because this is what I'm proud of. This is the best job that I could possibly do in this moment in time. And it will get better. That's my promise to our viewers, you know?
And you know,
we're growing.
I'm just the opposite. I'm sorry.
That's why we complete each other.
I like to showcase different creators.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if they're not in the cruising community.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, this Sunday, I'm having a guy from Virginia that's a bushcrafter. He goes into the woods, and it's really fascinating, you guys. And he tells you what you need to survive
and why you need it
in the woods and why you need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'll show you this thing here. You know, you need this because if you run across this, you know, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I can't exercise with Derek's journey, I still watch his station because he has such a cute little wife. You know, his whole family is cute. It's a family. And they're all, you know, exercisers, and he puts out challenges and walk challenges, you know. See, I be watching y'all stuff. I'm not a lurker or a stalker. I just like stuff. You like different stuff.
Yep.
And you know, I watch The Fishing Man, you know, I watch that, and I can tell you exactly when they get their mail, because they take you to the mailbox.
Derek's Journey says, it's just my wife. Laughing face.
Oh, but this is it. I can tell you when the people go get their mail because they take me with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't take me.
Well, they walk. They walk with the camera, and you know,
and they
take you on every little journey.
Yeah, and I'm there looking. You know, what has he got now in his mailbox? You know, you know, like yesterday when Eddie opened that Temu thing.
Yeah,
I said, babe, You know,
I was driving and listening. And
Yesterday, when Eddie opened the Temu package, it forever changed my TikTok for you page. Thank you.
yes.
I'm telling you, I look at this kind of stuff, you know. I said, Eddie is opening up a package like these other people do.
Unboxing videos do well.
They do really well.
They do really well.
And driving,
Mhm.
just going down the street. And I said, are you serious? I say, let me put some stuff together.
What I have concluded about YouTube is people will visit your content if they're looking for something specific. If they like it, that means that you added. No, that means that it was appealing and professional enough for them to want to stay. If they subscribe to your channel, that means they like you and your presentation. If they leave a comment, that means that you have added value to them and you have done your job as an artist. Okay. So whenever we receive comments, I would welcome a comment better than a subscription. I'm like, thank you for visiting, you know, and I don't even ask for a subscription. You know, it's like, thank you for visiting, you know, and I'll comment on what they commented on. That keeps the community tight, if you will, and always respond to comments. Always. That's my YouTube advice today.
Remember, this is not everybody wants to be monetized. Yes, I call it pennytize, because you're getting pennies. It's gonna take a good while to get a few bucks. Bucks. Remember, YouTube takes a cut up of what you're making, and you won't see a nice few bucks for a few months. You gotta have over at least 30,000 subscribers to make a decent few bucks a month. Few bucks. You're not making thousands of money like that unless you're a L or one of them big guys. And you know, they're up there. They got sponsors and everything. We are getting there.
Right.
Eventually, little by little, but all you're making is pennies. Remember that. You're working, networking. You're doing this because you want to. And because your art, like Jeremy says.
Right.
Other than that, don't think you're gonna get rich overnight, because ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, YouTube is a long-term game to the nth degree.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely extreme long-term. It is not, you know, I mean, despite some channels that seem to be, you know, traveling at warp speed from, you know, from inception to wherever they are, it's not the norm. The norm is, you know, it's just a long. That's why I say, because of that, don't get hung up on those things.
Yes.
Think about them. Keep them in the back of your mind if you might, but don't get hung up on them. Focus on the content, you know, because you'll just drive yourself crazy.
Yes.
Going in, you know, constantly watching your stats, you know, and you'll kind of stifle your motivation and creativity every time you see a video fail, or you know that you hoped would have done well. And if you start getting stuck in trends and stuff where, you know, a bunch of videos just
move on and do the next one. And
you know? I mean, you just have to remember, it's a long-term game, and it's not something that's going to happen, you know, overnight. Just seems,
and people have to watch the ads. If they don't watch the ads, you get nothing. So if they skip, they hit the skip. It's like they're just there to watch your video and that's it. But just do your content, keep moving forward. Something was bad, learn from that, move on, keep going.
And our busy Aussie family says, plus, if you reply to those comments, then they will come back and feel valued as a viewer.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's very important.
Yeah, I was actually, and I just got a comment last night for one of my Carnival Legend videos that I feel like I was on like 10 years ago, right? Like, I just feel like it was so long since I was, and I was telling my wife, I was like, you know what? I still am getting so many comments, meaning I'm still getting views on like my Legend and my Pride videos, which were like back at the beginning of the restart, you know, and those both sail out of Baltimore. So again, like I had mentioned it yesterday on Eddie's channel, you know, like Baltimore, those ships in Baltimore just have like a really big following, right? So like a lot of people are constantly watching them, and those people are, you know, asking me questions about things and stuff. Like somebody asked me yesterday about Legend. it came in like maybe around 9 o'clock last night. The comment was, how many shows are on, that ship, and at what point, like at what time are they, how long do they last or something like that or whatever, and I said to my wife, I was like, here I am responding to a comment on a video that's like, 50 years old, but here I am, and then like I respond to it, and then he comes back and says, thank you. It's like, I mean, he could have tried to get that information from anywhere, right? But he asked me. So it's kind of like, you want to be able to answer them, right? Because when you can answer them, even if it's taken a little while for you to respond to them, when you answer them, they do feel like, hey, listen, this person is, still willing to talk to me, still willing to answer my questions about this, still willing to provide me with information about this, which is why they're kind of probably watching it anyway, right? Because they're about to go on that ship. They're unsure,
Exactly.
curious about something. That's why I'm saying, like, focus on that content, because that's really what's bringing them not only to your video, but then also causing them to engage with you, like that comment. So,
and Diamond Surge, first of all, thank you for coming into the live stream. They have an interesting comment. Unless you bring something new, fresh, and highly entertaining, it will be a slow grind.
Yes, definitely.
And M&T Living and Cooking. I know there's a lot of people who have made it into the chat that I missed. WH Modiste. I don't know. Eddie, help me out.
Let me find WH Modiste. Yeah, that's I believe it's French. WH has to be
French? Oh.
Okay, welcome into the chat.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
Jennifer's here. My second
Hey,
bestie.
Impartation Nation.
I got two besties. I got Alice and Jennifer.
Yep.
They're my besties.
And
Felicia.
Yep.
I got three besties.
I know in the entertainment industry we had a TV legend pass away yesterday. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah.
Springer died yesterday.
Yeah.
Who?
Jerry Springer.
Oh.
I've seen that.
Okay.
somebody commented on a Yahoo News story about it, that they wondered if when he walked through the gates of heaven, if he heard Jerry.
Oh my Lord, no! I don't think he's going there.
We
don't know.
Hey, you never know.
That is good. I like that.
Yep.
That was good.
You never know.
You never know.
Our days are short.
Okay.
I just hope when it's my time that Eddie Van Halen is there playing his guitar, and I'll be happy as you know.
Oh, you want? Let's go there. When I go to heaven, I want to see Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Van Halen,
Ronnie Dangerfield.
the guy from Rush, the drummer, and do an incredible concert. Prince and Michael Jackson. Come on now.
And
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah.
No.
That'll be a concert. I'll be sitting there just jamming. Yeah.
Rob and Jan bailed me out. I hope he didn't say to God, "You are not the Father." That's This was going off the rails, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That's Maury Povich. That's not good.
Yeah, we need that laugh for this week. Yeah, that's the best laugh.
I was thinking of something creative to say about that, but I'm like, no, I'm messing with heaven. Let me not do that.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so we got some creators up. We'll start with John. John, do you have anything planned as far as live streams, premieres, or uploads upcoming over the weekend?
Not over the weekend. I mean, I'm going to be filming some, but I don't have nothing coming out till Monday.
Okay. Mike?
We had a live stream on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Sunday at
what time? Eastern?
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time would be 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
4
need to be specific. Remember that.
At the same time, JNS is going live with special guest This Cruise Life. They're going to be talking about their most recent sailing on the Celebration and also our upcoming sailing on the Carnival Jubilee.
On the Jubilee.
Leaving December 23rd this year. So we're super psyched about talking to them about the Excel class ships. Scott, you got anything coming out this weekend?
Nothing coming this weekend, but I am leaving tomorrow for a land-based week-long vacation.
Nice.
To an undisclosed, at the moment, undisclosed location that will actually premiere later as my first land-based content video from my channel.
Whoa.
And we'll see how it goes. I wanted to, because I was telling Eddie yesterday, I take a lot of land-based vacations and trips as well. But my channel has always been about cruising. So I'm going to try to work some of them in there. We'll see how they work, how they go or whatever, right? Again, I'm not really concerned about whether or not they, get a lot of views and stuff like that. It's it's varying content. I mean, by the same token, I'm not sure. My channel, the Muster Drill, right? I mean, it's a cruising centric kind of channel, and it's always going to be cruising centric, but there's more to life than being on a ship. And I can't believe I just said that. Oh my gosh, there is nothing more to life
We do
than
land.
being on a ship. But in any event, I do take a lot of land-based trips. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow for a week long. I'm going to be, filming content on that to come later.
Let me help you, Scott. Let me help you. There is a segment on Cruising is Fun Anytime that's called Cruising Through Life. There we talk about, which is that's the title of our live show on Sundays, but we talk about real life stuff.
Yeah.
And that's
land-based.
That's where we put our land-based trips. Also, what you can do is create another playlist or another segment that is called Land Voyages or something like that.
Right.
Be creative with it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's going to be in the pipe, right? So so I have time to play around with it. Again, it's probably not going to be the bulk. The bulk of my content will always be cruising, but it is going to be, again, my first land-based content.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So, so that's going to start tomorrow. That's because I was like, I really want to catch your special guests on Sunday, so I'm probably going to have to watch the replay on it or whatever, because I'm going to just be too busy, getting into that or whatever. But so I told Eddie yesterday I have a quite a few land-based trips between now and September. So those again are going to kind of be. I'm going to try to work something creative into it. I can see it in my mind. It's perfect. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. I don't know if I'll be able to put it together in Filmora in the same way that I see it in my mind, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens with it. But
Eddie, walk us through your weekend.
I know that Scott, one of his land-based trips, is going to be to the post office to pick up his tail. He's doing that, even though he doesn't want to tell us. That's why he said secretly. So he'll be doing that.
All right.
Other than that, I have the Ray Parade this afternoon, beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. Series of premieres. Then around 4 o'clock, I'll be going live to talk about those premieres in a more detailed way. Also, hopefully we'll have somebody in the panel with me. I believe Clark already let me know that he's going to stop by, and we'll be able to talk about the premieres and what's going on. And I also be live tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock p.m. tonight to see what's going on for the weekend. And other than that, the Saturday Stroll Saturday beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern will not have a premiere this Saturday, but I'm gonna be there for the show, and then for your show on Sunday, and Mike's out live at 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Right. And before Z comes in, I wanted to welcome Ocean to Ocean Travel. Hello, good morning, Bruce.
Good morning,
Bruce. How you doing,
Bruce.
Do you have your hat on, Bruce? I just want to know.
No, he had his travel agent shirt and hat on yesterday. He switched hats on us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this thing just went on by itself inside the bag.
Oh
my
the
God.
pink one.
Yeah. $2, bro. $2. USB. I'm telling you, this
personal fan.
I'm gonna be better with this.
On the cruise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels so nice too.
I know, right? We heard it in the mic. It seemed like it was blowing pretty hard.
I keep hearing that noise. I'm like, what is that?
That's the fan.
And then I look at the back and say, something there is talking to me,
Yeah.
saying, Scott. God. Feels pretty good.
All
though.
right, Z. Take us to
All
your-
right, so this afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be talking about music collaboration, collection, what is the best decade. We're going to be talking about all kinds of music on that. And also, we'll be going putting two channels together. So the music industry and the cruising industry is going to be going together. It's like this. There's the CD. And those of you who are old like me and some other people, and it's a little bit older than me. But yeah, we have all these CDs. I'm gonna rip it into this right here. You can take this when you go on your vacation or go on your cruise. You don't have to rely on internet or Wi-Fi. You can hook this up to anything. You can hook it up to your car because the cars now have the USB mode. You go ahead and do that. So that's what we're going to talk about this afternoon. By the way, guess who's coming back? Prime Time is coming back. Prime Time is coming back at 8 p.m. Central. You know what that means. Anything can happen on Prime Time. So those of you who want to be the special guest on the 1 p.m. Central Time, you want to talk about your favorite music, we're going to talk about my 4 decades of different kinds of music. And by the way, if you want to be a special guest on that, go ahead. I have the link up there. And Prime Time, once again, anything is possible with Prime Time.
All right. Well, thank all of you for coming up on the panel. This was truly an enjoyable show. Baby's pointing here. Our Sunday shows, she's going live with the Virginia Bushcrafter at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. And JNS Adventures will be going live with This Cruise Life at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. So we wanted to thank all of you on the panel for coming in. Thank you, everybody who has come into the chat. Guys, always remember, take care of each other out there. Hit the like button if you find this information helpful and informative. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't ever forget, we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
And now the most important part of the show. Y'all get ready for it. You know what I'm getting ready to say? Goodbye, content creators. We know, especially this week, it's been up, it's been down, but today was the incredible show. If you have not watched this on a replay, I guarantee you're going to laugh your head off today. And by the way, you know what? We love you. And the kind words of the old man Z man says, do not drink and drive. Do not hang around with the knuckleheads and most definitely don't, please, act responsible when you're on a cruise ship. You don't want to end up like that knucklehead that we never heard of. We are out of here. Boom.
Bye, guys.